Hello, and welcome to a little, well, perhaps a little video on a game called Yume Nikki. Now, this game has no shortage of coverage. However, it is a special game, a really interesting little game, very mysterious, not much known about its development or its origins, and it's something that I really enjoy, and I just want to share it because that's what this whole YouTube situation is for, really. So let's start a new game. So here's how to play. You go from the bodroom to get in bod, to got in bod, sorry, to drone world, to pinch your cheek, number key 9, back to got in bod. We got all that? Good. In the dream world, by examining certain spots, you will acquire a new effect to use. Sorry, that line break really confused me, and that's the enter key. After using one of these effects, your appearance will change from the menu. You can get rid of the effects in the in the room of doors. Number key 5. Dream diary. You can save the game by waking up and checking the desk in the bedroom. Bedroom capitalized for reasons. Okay, and this is the game. So in this game, you play as this little lass, assumedly a lass, who is unnamed, or actually perhaps not unnamed now that I think of it. What's the... Yes, sit down. Oh, how do you access the menu? Oh boy, there we go. Yeah, Madatsuki, that's her name. So yes, we got a tutorial, very good. So, and if I remember correctly, the kind of idea of this game is that your character, Madatsuki, is some sort of recluse who doesn't really leave her home. And you can go outside, and there's this quite ominous balcony shot with these machines and this little, like a clothes hanger thing, some slippers. It's all a bit weird, isn't it? And you can, one of the hints in this game really that she is a recluse is, yeah, she will not go outside. So what do you do when you're inside? Well, you play video games. Famtando game, Nasu. And so in this game, yep, Nasu. So you get ready, and then you start, and you have to jump and eat the eggplants. And if you miss one, the world implodes, and you get a game over. I got 10 points. That's pretty good. I'm pretty great at this game, as you can tell. I think we'll try one more time. Start. Yum. We're like some sort of aardvark creature or something with like... Oh, I missed. 30 points. Not bad. Okay, I think I will hold escape to quit. There we go. And that's the game. That is the entirety of Yume Nikki. Except it's not. We gotta go to bed. Remember the tutorial? We gotta go to bed. And in 3 seconds, we go out to the balcony. And there's some creepy music playing now. And things look a little bit brighter, actually, you may notice. Kind of strange. It's like where we are now, if it's not the real world, is a brighter place. So you go back inside, and things look pretty much the same, except our Rontendo or whatever it was called isn't here. On TV is flashing. Is that like that's the big arch that's in like Memphis or whatever? It's probably not in Memphis. We can get in our chair and move while seated. And yeah, we move around in our chair now for some reason. Okay, pressing the X button makes the game go meh, 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 meh. How do I get out of the chair? Uh-oh. Can I please? I no longer want to be in this chair. Okay, I gotta do the classic. Hit every button until something you want to happen happens. Excuse me? How do I get out of the chair? Oh, okay. I hit the 9 button, which woke me up from my dream, because I couldn't get out of my chair. That's Yume Nikki in a nutshell. Let's try that again, shall we? Countdown from 3, and wake up in the balcony. Okay, this time we will not touch the chair. Can you double dream? No, you can just become an orb in bed. Okay, like one of those blanket burritos or something. But now, in this world, we can leave our room and end up in this Aztec heaven of some sort with a bunch of doors. And so the point of Yume Nikki is to go through these doors and explore and genuinely just explore. That's pretty much the point of the game. Let's go through this purple one. So you have chosen hell, some sort of like eye nightmare. And we've got these little blotches on the floor to make different sounds when you step on them. Lovely. And so yeah, the point of the game is literally just to wander around and see what you can find. There's weird and wonderful stuff all over the place. The biggest problem with this game is that there's a lot of wandering around and finding nothing. Don't expect me to run into anything tremendously mind-bending for quite a while, because it's like a hand. See that? It's like a cave painting hand or something. So we've got like mitochondria in the background as well, just kind of floating gently downward and leftward. This is like a path of some sort, perhaps, where we end up at the pot of gold if we follow this. God, that is an unsettling image in the background. Whatever, like, cellular thing is going on there. Yeah, not much happening so far. This is pretty typical of Yume Nikki, just wandering around and finding absolutely nothing. And then, once in a while, coming across something that kind of makes it all worth it. Hopefully. I'm trying to, like, summon something with reverse psychology, which, as we all know, works very well on computer programs. And just get nothing really. Just nothing whatsoever. Except these endless array of noise producing. What happens if we just leave them? Just leave, just go out in the void. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, we're back to square one. Oh, good stuff. I literally just paused the recording because nothing was happening when I noticed I was stepping upon this massive face. It's like, it's got like a crown. He fell down and broke his crown. This is, yeah, it's like in the shape of something. Is this where that hand is? It is. Oh, so these are actually in the shape of like some sort of terrifying god being or something. Fantastic. Perhaps if we approach the gooch, we'll find something worthwhile. I kinda doubt it though. Okay. Okay, so there was a pretty legit amount of absolutely nothing going on in that area, so I pressed 9 to wake up, and we're going to go into a different door. Because why waste our time with what was apparently literally nothing? How about... I'm trying to... you always go with the really obvious ones, don't you? Like this sparkly one, or the one with the eyeballs on it. Let's go for something a little more innocuous. Like this blue door. Who would ever pick this door? Ah, yes. The infamous snow world. Yeah, okay. I've been here a time or two in my previous playthroughs, and as you may expect, we probably won't come across anything for... Oh, there's a bed. Okay, never mind. Just, yeah. I thought we might just crawl in there and have nothing happen. This could be one of those like opportunities where the developer put in like, if you wait in the bed for 12 in-game hours, you will come across the ancient treasure. But what's that, like front part 4 or something? You sit there, the villain comes back and like feeds a quesadillas. What? Okay, we're in an igloo. And there is like a writhing amoeba on the floor. Okay, welcome to Magic Hand. They didn't. Okay, so now at least we're into some actual legit Yume Nikki with exploring and cool stuff happening. Yeah, this is... I wonder if there is some Earthbound another series inspiration here, because this is very Magic Hand. Like the Sea of Dreams, Wolfie the Kraken. I'm right there. I'm there right now. About to stumble upon that Moni statue that is Ness's subconscious, defeating it, and powering myself up beyond no reason. Nah, just a week. We are so much faster than before. We handle this blind. This is like PlayStation 5 speed right now. Oh, please. Please, may we just continue with this speed for the rest of my playthrough. I would rather never move at any speed besides this at any point in my life. I got another balloon. Sarcasm averted. We've got like, okay, there's these, you know those like things, little poles that children put rings on? We got a bunch of them. Oh, I know where we are. This is interesting. I just randomly came across this. This is perhaps the most famous room in this entire game. And I don't actually think I'd ever come across it before, but I start recording and all of a sudden I find it. This is the Uboa room. But unfortunately, I think you need an item prior to coming here in order to activate the spook. Change the music. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. You're supposed to like come in and activate the lights, and occasionally a spooky will happen. But, you know, I think you need an item. We have literally zero things, zero effects. Oh, that's so annoying. this is actually the first time I've ever found this. And I don't think I have what I need in order to do it. I'm gonna try a few more times. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look to see if I need that. Okay, so I looked into it, and I might be able to get it without the item. It says there's a 1 in 64 chance that when you come in the room and turn off the lights, you will trigger the event. So I'm gonna keep trying that. Hopefully not 64 times, but knowing my luck. And then again, we did come across this room completely randomly on my first time recording it, which is kind of amazing. Not having any luck so far though. It said something about like the cat effect, but it didn't talk about it in like the how-to section of the thingamaroo. Do you know there is a Yume Nikki manga? I've never read it, but yeah, apparently that's a thing. This game was so popular that it spawned a manga adaptation. Manga? Manga? One of those two. And I believe Uboa featured heavily in it. If you don't know what I'm talking, I don't even know if I've explained it. Uboa is a thing that might show up on one of these attempts where I walk into the room and turn the lights off. And it's without a doubt the most infamous aspect of this game. And I believe it's actually like attributed to a lot of the success of this game. It's just this one single event that became so well known that it single-handedly made this game, popular outside of Japan where it originates. It's just kind of interesting. Just this one single thing that the developer did not have to include, but it totally changed the trajectory of this game. Feel free to cut all of this out, me, in the future, looking at this in the editor. Okay, I just checked again, and it's still, from what I can tell, you don't need an effect to activate this. I'm just having rotten luck. Which, to be fair, I probably even haven't tried this, 64 times. 1 in 64 chance. Which even then, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get it in 1 in 64. It just means that's the dice roll when you enter the room. So, I suppose I'll just keep trying, because I really want this to happen. If you could see my face now, it would be thoroughly perplexed. I'm raising an eyebrow and doing that like lip thing where my is this really what we're doing right now? That is what's going on with my face at this moment. Because this is too much for me, man. Okay, so, confirmed. You do not need an effect in order to activate this event. Oh man, I got into such like just a mindless state of repeating this event over and over again. So when it popped up, it actually made me jump a little bit. I'm pretty jaded when it comes to jump scares, but that got me. It got me with the monotony. So yeah, you can, this here is... was Uboa. I touched him, and he brought me to the land of the vomiting lava man. God, this game is weird. You probably, like, for those of you who don't know this game, from the beginning, you were probably just not, like, getting it. And, you know, when I wandered around in that Aztec amoeba mitochondria land for several hours, it wasn't even like 10 minutes, but it felt like hours. You probably weren't understanding, like, what the draw of this game was. And even up until, I mean, maybe the Magicant land might have sold you a little bit, but if none of that got you, surely this has piqued your interest. And so I happen to know, by the way, that where we are right now is infinitely looping. We are stuck here. We've got Uboa down here with the... It looks like somebody just, like, poked him in, like, his, I guess, his left cheek, the one that Modotsuki is looking down upon right now. Yeah, it just looks like somebody's poking him. He's not super cool with it, but he also just, he doesn't, you know, he's too nice to, like, tell them to stop. Anyway, so yeah, this is infinitely looping. We cannot get out of this without doing a little cheeky number 9, and waking up. So yeah, that was Uboa. Man, I didn't think I'd come across that. Well, you know, I think that's a pretty decent place to end. I know, excuse me, Uboa content and Yume Nikki is pretty ubiquitous. I think everybody who's played Yume Nikki has sought after Uboa and has seen it. And so me uploading this video of where pretty much nothing happens except I accidentally run across Uboa not knowing how to do it and doing it. It's probably pretty boring in terms of Yume Nikki content, but I might do another video on this because this was a lot of fun. I love Yume Nikki. It's such a weird little game. Boring as hell, like 90% of the time, but then 10% of the time something really cool happens, and it just kind of makes up for it in a way. We got a grand total of 0 effects so far. Great start. But yeah, I mean, I think this is as good a place to stop as any. I probably will do more on this because this game's cool, and there's a lot of other cool stuff to see. There's like a thing, like one of the rarest events in the game where you can like transport to an alien planet or something. I don't know. We're just gonna play it by ear. If we do more, it'll be something. I guarantee at least one interesting thing per video because I will not allow nothing to happen. I just wouldn't upload it, you know. Anyway, so enough of this rambling man. It's time to enjoy the Paper Mario sleeping music and save over previous file, I think. Yeah, I had 6 effects in that file. Well. So, there's always tomorrow, folks. Just remember that. There is always tomorrow.